young girl named Psyche. She fell in love with the god of love named Eros. And Eros was a young god of love, kind of a junior god. And when Psyche wanted to ask him more probing questions, find out a little bit more about him, Eros was a little threatened, and he ran off. And Psyche was left to mourn her lost boyfriend. But along comes his mother, the goddess Aphrodite, who is the senior god of love. And she said to Psyche, well, I'll get you my son back, but you'll have to work for me for the summer. And Aphrodite gave her impossible jobs to do. And one of the impossible jobs she gave her is there's a pile of seeds the size of this beautiful house. And in this pile of seeds, there were 3 different kinds of seeds. And Aphrodite said to Psyche, by tomorrow morning, I want you to have divided this pile into 3 different piles of the 3 different kinds of seeds. Psyche knew an impossible job, and she'd been given one, as we all do. And as we all do when we are faced with an impossible job, Psyche started to feel rather overwhelmed. And then, as we will, when we are feeling overwhelmed, Psyche started to feel a little depressed and a little tired. And Psyche fell asleep. Which you might think is the wrong thing to do with given a task with a time limit. These things are always counterintuitive. Because when Psyche wakes up the next morning, there are 3 piles of 3 kinds of seeds. While she's been asleep, little ants have come, and they have divided the pile for her. So next time you feel overwhelmed, take a nap. Everything will get better after your nap. I took a nap when I was feeling overwhelmed one day, and here is what I saw. 6 limousines pulled into my driveway. 3 were gray and 3 were black. 6 chauffeurs got out of 6 front doors and opened 6 doors in the back. And from each limousine came a part of a heart, like the kind you would see on a card from Hallmark. Each piece was carried by a family of ants, and on the lawn it looked like each part of that heart danced together to become one. Know what that heart might mean, why it arrived in 6 pieces in 6 limousines. Limousines carry power, ants usually do not. Maybe in the ant world these ants were big shots. The ants camped out with the heart in the fine summer weather, and I watched as they slowly sewed it together. For a while there it looked like Frankenstein, but a heart without some stitching is hard to find. The limousines left, but the ants stayed. And each morning they circled the heart and they prayed, and they sang it ant hymns and ant lullabies, and the scars on that heart healed by and by. One morning I looked out and the ants had gone, and the heart looked quite alone out there on the lawn. So I went out to see. I found a note there for me. It said, with you we all abide. Your heart